So Derek here, Grimdark, Ohio, for another Deep Between daily vlog till CincyCon. And today's kind of going to be a continuation of yesterday, showing off some more of the terrain stuff I've been working on, getting everything prepped. And the first thing is that tarp piece. So it's definitely kind of set, and it's a little stiffer than it was. Yeah, did some more dry brushing and some more washing on it. Looks like there's something under there, whether it's a vehicle or some crates. I think it's a really cool way to do a simple piece of terrain. Again, this was some cheesecloth and some styrofoam, and it does look great with models. And it's just a decent piece of terrain that really doesn't cost a whole heck of a lot. And yeah, so that's the first piece. So that piece is actually completely done. I have a couple pieces that are still work in progress, but are a little further along than they were yesterday, which are these little hab buildings. I did some sponging of some colors, so now we've got a little bit of variety there. I think it just kind of helps to differentiate things and just kind of break it up. They're supposed to be houses, in the future, so I just think it looks kind of cool for them to have a little bit more character by adding some color. These are not done. I still have to go in and pick out all these smaller details, but I did also print today this piece that goes with the set, which is really kind of a central connector for these little hab homes. So again, as I've said before, all the terrain that you see that is not scratch built is from Saucerman Studios, and yeah, I think that they do some really great stuff, and this is kind of a cool, simple piece of terrain. Models kind of get up on here, and do their thing. Give you some advantage for some height. It just looks really great. I also, in addition to printing this piece today, I did print some of these ladders. There's a couple of them. I think I got 4 here, and while they work just fine with these, they actually are really neat because they clip in to these buildings. So this one I actually decided to go in and pick out with when I was doing all the sponging. It just got me looking at this and saying, you know what, if I pick it out with gray, I think it would look a little better. I like it. I think it does look better, but it's got these notches in it, and I didn't notice it before, but now that I've printed these ladders, they kind of just hop right in there and just fit pretty well. And then, you got the solar panel. So pretty happy with that. I think this building, I'm going to call it done completely at this point. Set it over there in my done pile along with the solar panels. I might go in and pick out the black a little more. But I also, while I was going in and picking out colors and figured I was updating some of that terrain, I did the same with the piping. Kind of gave it this orange, almost like hazard paint color. It kind of doesn't look as good on the cam right now, but looks a little better in person. And I might go in and paint yellow over top of that and maybe wash it down. I don't know. Unsure of how I feel about this one in particular, but these pipes are great. You can kind of connect them to things, whether it's this piece here. Now all of a sudden that piece of terrain kind of looks more like some kind of filtration thing, or sanitation or something. Great pieces of terrain. Next is this. I just again added some of that gray to it. I think it just kind of helped tone it down a little from the metallic And then I went in and did some freehanding on these to kind of give it these like glowing runes on the displays. That's like a combination of blues and greens, and then going in with some white at the end to really kind of make it pop, make it look like it's glowing. Pretty decent little effect there. And then the last two pieces I messed around with were the other tanks, these little storage tanks here, and I just added some green and blue to them. I will probably post a picture of all this on the demo table, and I might even just lay it on a bigger table to see if I've actually got enough for a 3x3 for bigger games at CincyCon without using other companies' terrain other than, you know, scratch built stuff that I made, as well as Saucepad Studios. So yeah, if there's folks out there watching this that liked some of this stuff, like, you know, you like the scratch built, I am still working on this container. I didn't mess with it at all today. Just didn't have time to get to it, but that is still going to get worked on and done. I'm thinking about putting on some decals on it, either like the European Technocracies symbol, or the Mercenary Breachers, or maybe one of the corporations, just kind of, you know, bringing it all together. So I'll take some pictures kind of as a cool thumbnail, and then maybe pop up here at the end. A little shorter today. It was Sunday, so I was kind of spent the day with the family a lot more. So didn't do a whole lot hobbying. I mean, it looks like there was a lot done there, but really it was maybe, you know, 45 minutes with a sponge just dabbing colors. Again, when I do terrain, I mean, really all my hobbying, I tend not to just not overdo it. This stuff's just basically glorified toys for adults, so it's gonna get played with, it's gonna get picked up, touched, bumped into, and, you know, while I would love perfectly, immaculately, everything painted just right, you know, airbrushed and fine detailed, it's just not a realistic thing for me. So yeah, that's today's update, and look forward to getting into the next week. I think there's only a week and a half, so not this coming end of the week, but the week following. So maybe 12 days till CincyCon, and I'll be kind of excited to see how people react to this live and in person. But yeah, till tomorrow.